Good morning, class 7. How are you guys doing? Great, isn't it? So, keep doing great and God bless you all. God bless your whole family, and I pray that everyone should be safe and sound and taking care of themselves and being happy. See, the main thing is in life you have to keep smiling no matter what. And we learn through our mistakes. We can correct those mistakes either if we want to. We can correct those or we can keep on doing those mistakes. That depends upon each and every individual what type of thinking they have. Talking to a educated person or a learned person is much more easier than talking to a fool or giving an explanation to a fool. Right? Just imagine. A fool will say whatever he knows, or whatever he doesn't know also he will say. And he can put you in trouble. He or she can put you in trouble. But a learned person will be quiet, will listen to you first, will try to help you out. Because that person knows, experience. Don't I tell you that if you do this, this will happen? That means I have already faced it. That's why I know what happens. That's why I try to save you. Precaution. But you guys don't listen. Class 7, you think that, oh, we are the boss. Everything we know. Only Sprite, nothing else. So we were in this fireplace, right? Elsa saved quite a lot of people. How many people have you saved in your life? Have you ever saved anyone? Maybe. If you have, it's a very good thing. Elsa could have run out from the hotel. Normal. She should have forgotten her parents, everyone. Oh, forget. Let me save myself. Oh, if I am alive, everything is alive. That would have been being selfish. Have you ever been caught in a fire? Like yesterday only it happened with me. A very big dangerous thing happened, and I'm really very feeling bad about it. I myself am hating myself for some time. Yesterday I was in a very bad mood. Like after your recordings and all, what happened was I was doing some other office work for the school, and I was doing some typing. So what I did was I went to the gas and put my pan and boiled water and put soya chunks in it. Soya bean chunks, and came back and I'm doing my work. I just wanted to soak it and boil it for some time, it becomes soft, and after that I'll start my cooking. I left it and I was typing busy, I forgot, and I'm keep on doing my work, and my work is going on. Half an hour passed. I got some burning smell. I didn't care. I thought it's coming from outside. Someone must be burning paper or something. Then I got up suddenly. I thought, come on, let me go and check what should I cook today at 1 o'clock. So around about 10-15 minutes that water also finished. Soya chunks became burnt kurkure, and the whole pan became black, and everything was hot, and that smoke in the kitchen. I said, God damn it, what's happened? Went and ran and put off the gas first. Suppose anything could have happened. I was feeling very bad. I wasted so many soya chunks. About 10 chunks were there. I got very angry. I only ate rice and dal. I was very angry that how am I so, not careful? Why am I so much putting my mind into something so much? I have to do everything. It was a mistake. I have to improvise. I have promised myself that I will not. If I'm in the kitchen, I will do only my cooking, and if I'm on work, I'll do only work. I'll not do 10 things together. So this is like that. We have to be very careful with fire and water. Fire is dangerous. It can do disasters. And disasters have happened. See, in Kolkata happened, there was a bomb blast, there was fire in the building. There was fire in other Kolkata factories, Bombay fire, Allahabad fire. Then we had some places in Gujarat fire. These are the disasters which take place. People die, families get destroyed, infrastructure gets destroyed. So we have to be very careful. So I'll read. Okay? So my keyboard comes in the way. So yesterday we were there, and for just 1 second I stood still, staring. And then I threw back my head and gave a great lion roar. How does a lion roar? Solid noise. Fire! I shouted. Fire! Fire! I banged on room number 612. I banged on room 611. I banged on room 610. I banged on 609, charging wildly back down the corridor and bellowing all the while. Bellowing means keep on shouting, repeating. Shouting in a loud, deep voice. Fire! Because she's on the 6th floor, right? On hotels, on the floor wise, you have room numbers. So it's easier for room service, it's easier for billing, it's easier for maintaining a register. Sometimes it is a system, sometimes they believe on something they have. The hotel system is like that. 6th floor, all 61, 601, 600, 612, as many rooms, all will be on that number of the 6th floor. We'll start with the 6th. So she's running around that whole corridor, banging on all the doors. They were on 608, right? They were on, I had told you that they were on 608. I had told you earlier in the story explanation that they were on 608. So she went to 609, 10, 11, 12 and started banging. Bellowing all the while, fire, 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 come on, run, fire, fire. I shouted so long and so loud it felt as if there was a fire in my own head, red and roaring. And then I got to room 608 and I went huddling inside, screaming and shouting as I snapped on the light. In her own room she went in, screaming and shouting, put on the light. Fire! I flew to mom and shook her shoulder hard. Mac propped. Where's that line? Yes. Fire! I flew to mom and shook her shoulder hard. Mac propped himself up on one elbow, his eyes blurry. Shut the racket, he mumbled. Now suddenly she went inside the room very panicked, Fire, fire, mommy, get up, get up, get up. So when you are getting up with the support of something is called propped, So he was getting, you're sleeping on one side, suddenly you get up with one shoulder and he shouted, just shut the racket. Blurry eyes, when you get up from sleep, what happened? Shut the racket, he mumbled. Half you see, half you don't see when you're in deep sleep. Shouted, just be quiet, don't make so much of noise. I can't, there's a fire along in the kitchen. Oh, quick, quick, mom, wake up. Pipa, get up. Come on, out of bed. Mom sat up, shaking her head, still half asleep. It was Mac who suddenly shot straight out, grabbing Hank from one bed, pipa from the other. It's okay, else I'll get them out. You wake the others along the corridor, he said, busy and brisk. It was very fast. You know that strong hand, Mac the smack, strong, tall, huge. He understood. I'll come back in the next video.